check the description box below in your YouTube player for tabs and backing tracks on my website, information about the sound tools I'm using today, and links to other goodies via my Patreon page. Continuing. To begin, we're going to use this interesting form of C and the standard form of A minor bar chord. I'm going to slide into this 7th fret tone here on the A, get that 5 back there on the D, and then and I actually separate, you can see there, just these two, and then get that 7 in there. Same thing back here. When I come back, I hit the octaves first, and then the middle. So you got... By the way, there's slow down gears here and here. 5 seconds forward, 5 seconds back with your arrow keys will slow things down. And yeah, I recommend going at 3/4 speed. It's a really, that's how I, how I do it. Does it again. This time though, I do a little Hendrixy hammer-on thing. So that's that flat on those 5s there, get that ring finger to... And then there's a little kind of, melodic, bluesy kind of thing. There's our A minor, get that 5 there, and then you're gonna do a grace note slide into the 7 of the A. 7, 5, 3, yeah, this is all just pure, pretty pentatonics. But, oh yeah, you don't really care for music, do you? So this is neat. That stretch, that 3 and 7, that's a C and an A. There's an F. So it's an inversion of an F chord. It's just I like these ones. And you can see I did a pinky slide there. Notice my hand isn't like this, because if I'm like this cool blues dude style, I can't go much further than that. If you got big stretches, you have to stretch out, get your fingers as straight up and down as you can. Well, hello. There's a G bar chord. That's the first inversion. There's a B and a G now. So that's 7 and 5. And then back to that C structure with that little hammer-on thing. And then 4th, the 5th. So yes, the C, well, it goes like this, the 4th, the 5th. That there, what's that? It's that F chord. So I'm just gonna grab 3, 3, 2, the inside of an F chord. What's that? I'll tell you what it is. I'm being silly today. Here's a G chord, and if you just take the inside of it, 2, 0, 0, 0, that gives you a G chord in first inversion. Here comes an A minor. Notice how I'm using all these fingies. That's the minor fall, the major lift. Here's another F again. So 3, 2, 1, get that pinky out there. Here comes a G. Here's a G, so I'll just grab 5, 4, 3. That's cool. Bonus points to Eric for remembering this inversion. If it goes G to E7, this right here, that's a G sharp, a B, and a D. That's an E7 chord. Cool way to sneak from just G to this cool E7. And then Blues Town Bend, yeah. That's, out of standard 5th fret pentatonic minor. And I'm gonna up on that G, 7th fret, down, 5, 7, wiggle. And yeah, that's that part. And then so, still thinking pentatonic minor. Kind of in the next spot is where the melody goes. I think I do a slide. I think I slide all the way from 5 to 9. Yeah. Get that 8 there, and then when I get to the 10, I get 2 of them, F and A, because it's an F chord in the song. Notice using those two. You won't see me do a lot with only thumb. I tend to follow, I don't know, Chet Atkins rules or Mark Knopfler rules, where the thumb tends to stay, although Mark Knopfler does all sorts of stuff with his thumb. I tend to keep my thumb only on the wound strings. When I go up high, I get to use the other phalanges. 10 and 10, and then you catch it and let the delay go bit, 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 and then we get a little 8 on that B string. You know, that's bending up to the tonic. And I did a rake there. So a rake, when you're using fingers, you could do it with a pick too. You have to catch the strings with this part of the hand, because otherwise you'll just get you could do that. And then 5 and 5 there on the G and B, because it's A minor at that point, so I hit that, and then the second hit has that root note, that 7th fret, that A there. Does it again, and then does the same thing again, the rake. And it only gets the 5 and 5 there, because now it's a C to a G. So now I'm going to stay in my C major scale now and think of, I'll just go up a note. So that's harmonized thirds. 7, 6, G chord, 4 and 3, and do a little Hendrix. Little wing trick there, where you have the G and you let that's the Hendrix thing, is he creeps into all my little things. 3, 4, you let that 5 in. Just make sure I'm still rolling. I've been having technical difficulties with my iPad recording device here. It was weird the other day. This is the 3rd time I've shot this lesson. It just stopped recording the voice. It doesn't want me to tell you how to do it. I missed that part earlier. Well, here it is now. How did I miss that? I don't know. But earlier in the arrangement, I apologize. There's an F to G thing. So I'm just using reduced voicings of 1 and 2. Again, there's just an F chord, and slide it forward to G. How did I miss that? I don't know. And then I take a little solo. I'm thinking C. So I'm thinking of this structure of C. There I am at 5 on the B. 5, 3. Again, I'll let them bump together, Dave Rawlings style. Johnny Marr style too. There's an A minor. Yeah, just doing chord tones, nothing too fancy. Do a little grace note slide from 1 to 2. And getting that 1 up there. You can see the A minor chord. And I go back, because you repeat ideas when you have good ideas. Or even if you don't have good ideas, until they become good ideas. So that's the evolution of that idea. 5, 3 to 5, 8, and then I do a grace note slide back. And then I start playing around with looking for an F and a G. So here's an F structure. They would call that the C-shaped F, and so I'm going to target the 6s that are inside of it to get that soulful Steve Cropper thing. What is that? 7, 6. Go forward to get a G. Because here's G, that's what I'm seeing. I don't see scales, I see chords. That's 9 and 8. And then I'm like, here's a C chord, because I know that's where it's landing. So again, I'm aiming for the 6th interval inside a C chord. 10, 9 there. And our G and our E, actually. And then I do a funny That's almost my favorite part of the whole thing, that dive right there on that B natural, because the song's on G. B is the third of G. So it's a fun thing to do, and then a C. And then barely, as it was fading out, I was inspired to do just a little, I guess it's on an A minor, so you'd call it a little blues lick. From that position of a pentatonic minor, and just a little pre-bend on 15 of the string, that is the B string. Bring it down, 13, 14, 13. There you go. My advice with this one would be to take each bar or 2 bars slowly and cleanly, execute them at a reasonable speed, and then take another little bit of time to think about the chord structures and the scale structures, pentatonic usually, and how those played out in this thing that I put together. That way you'll probably get the most benefit from it. And it's okay if it doesn't come out perfect. That's not really what I go for, or even what I really worry about. To me, it's much more about, hey, do you like this song? I do too. And then I hope this inspires you to have some new ways to think about the guitar. I think that's it. Good luck.